Okay, my next person coming up here is the proud contributor to one of my best friends in dentistry. It is Mike Wong from Xyrus with Henry Schein, talking about the Isolite. I was just using the Isolite yesterday, thanking it for being in existence. So, Mike, thanks for being on our show again. Share with us, orient our audience, what you guys do and how you help dentists.
Hey, thanks, Paul. Yeah, we make the Isolite, IsoDry, and the IsoVac system, as well as the Isolite mouthpiece. And it's used to help dentists retract the tongue, retract the cheek, provide isolation and dual quadrants right at the same time. And then most importantly right now, something we've been talking about for years, but has really kind of resonated with folks in the past several months is that it helps reduce aerosols generated during a dental procedure by up to 90% because it's connected to your HVE the whole time.
And I think
And so
that's
it
something where
really
it's like,
helps.
I think sometimes we need something to highlight something that would have been good anyway. So it's probably would just be good for all these years to have done this, but it's taken a pandemic to highlight something that's just a good idea, right? It's just a good idea to do this. Dentistry has moved to things are good ideas along the way. So the Isolite, how long has the Isolite been in existence? When did you guys start?
Oh, it's been around for 20 years. You believe that?
I went to do one of the things. I went to exhibits, saw the Isolite booth. I saw them using the water bottles to make sure.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is just my story from yesterday. I was putting in 2 implant crowns, had to do a 2 mesial, putting the Isolite. And I always use this story, which is a true one. My own wife, Mrs. Nacho, she loves that name. When we were dating, she came and I had to do a filling after a cleaning and I popped it in quickly. I probably wasn't, not explaining much. And at the end, she said, "What was that thing? It was great. My whole life, I lived in fear of the dentist cutting my tongue." So even just this little thing, right, that,
Yeah.
makes the patient feel more comfortable up to this big thing from aerosols not dropping things is awesome. I want to share with our community that to learn more about the Isolite in collaboration with SCHEIN, I think it's awesome. You guys are collaborating with SCHEIN. Text SCHEIN to 55444. Now you can talk to your SCHEIN reps about it. So I have a feeling, I'm not a economist, Mike, but I think there's been more wine sold during this pandemic. I just think I have a sense, right? I have a sense.
Yeah.
We're home and so tell me about a little bit of the Isolite sales and what's been happening through this pandemic. Can people get it now? Is it back ordered, not back ordered? And how can they learn more about how to get it?
Yeah. So, we did experience, crazy demand, at the height of the pandemic back in like May and June. But we've worked through all of that. And when we launched with Henry Schein in August, we also saw another spike there because a lot of folks were going to their SCHEIN reps to learn more about it and to either buy mouthpieces there, you can buy accessories, parts, the systems, everything like that. But our production team has been working overtime and has been working with our supply chain manufacturers and partners to make sure that we don't run into any back orders now. So we're fully stocked. Anybody who wants it, they can just go to henryscheindental.com/isolite or text SCHEIN to the number there you showed, and they can learn more about it and get it right away.
I did have one in studio here that I would put in just to show my commitment to it in Nacho headquarters. And I tell dentists, wake up every day, look in the mirror and say, you're worth the Isolite. What does it do? It holds your patient's mouth open, gets them to stop talking. Pretty good to start. It takes an environment. I mean, it's not easy to be a dentist, Mike. We'd like you to do all your work in a dry environment. Okay, where are we doing it? We're doing it in the mouth. Right then and there is nuts. Working with small parts and pieces, you drop something, patient doesn't swallow it, decreases aerosols. Just wake up and say, I'm worth the Isolite. It's an enhancement in customer service. And also the thing that I notice, and I will guarantee any dentist can do this, no matter how fast you work, you're going to work faster, right? So even if you're the fastest crown prepper on this side of whatever river, you're going to be faster. Because I just noticed I was finishing faster. And finishing your procedures faster, you can do so many good things with that time. You can go check Facebook. You can go deal with an argument in the back. You can go learn something. So I've rarely does a patient want to be there longer. So I appreciate you guys for inventing this, Mike. I love collaborating with SCHEIN and Xyrus to sell this and get people more aware of doing it. Through my own lecturing, I've gotten so many dentists to reach back out to me and say, I'm really glad that I got the Isolite. I didn't think about it until you kindly annoyed me into getting it. So thanks so much. Thanks so much, Mike, for being part of this. I want to just put up your guys' text code one more time. Text SCHEIN to 55444. And anything else you'd like to share, Mike, before we jump off?
You mentioned earlier about, reducing stress. I think, like my mom had a procedure done. She had a crown put on and the DA stepped away. the dentist popped the crown off and she swallowed it, right? And like the stress that the dentist had, that my mom had, I mean, she fortunately was okay, but like all of that could be avoided by putting in the isolate mouthpiece. Like I said, protects the throat, keeps everybody safe, stress goes way down. You know, so I think it's a huge benefit.
And just stress and efficiency. I mean, usually I'm like, probably not surprising, but I'm like a giant baby in the office. I need an assistant to help my assistant. I need someone to hand me a pen. I'm not a functioning adult, but you know, if there's a time where my assistant's assisting me and she has to get something or do something, the isolite lets you keep up your momentum, right?
It
lets you keep up working. So it doesn't replace my assistant in any way. I'm not saying
not at all.
Right now we don't have the support. Every office has challenges with team members, whether they can't come back because their kids are home. That makes sense. They because of this. So it just allows you to have a lot more flexibility for your team during a procedure, because if you're doing a filling or crown, you can work for 4 or 5 minutes and not lose that. And every dentist, if I have new dentists watching and they say, what's 4 or 5 minutes? 4 or 5 minutes during your dentistry day is everything, right? Everything is 4 or 5 minutes. So losing 4 or 5 minutes can throw you back. So really appreciate it, Mike. Thanks for being you. And we'll have you back on another one of these shows.
Sounds good. Thanks, Paul.